Greetings, everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Robert Zellner, also known as Brother Rozelle. This is an introductory video, and as you can tell, I am in my uniform. I'm at work. I'm tired. It is now 5 o'clock a.m. I have been up since Monday afternoon, 12:30. So I'm doing this video. It's quiet, and I'm going to get it out the way. Like I said, this is an introductory video talking about my martial arts background. On March 13th, 2025 of this year, of course, I will be 57 years old, which means that I have been in the martial arts world approximately 50 years, or a little bit more. I'm from New York City. I'm from the Bronx, born and raised. I now live in Carrollton, Georgia. Been here since 2003. I started martial arts at a very young age. My grandfather and my father were both very respected masters in some fields and grandmasters in other fields of martial arts, both in the military. They've traveled the world because of the military and their job and training in different forms of martial arts from around the world. They have been to China and studied various forms of kung fu, wushu. They have been to Japan, studied various forms of karate or te. They have been to Africa, studying African arts. They've been, like I said, all over the world. Like I said, I grew up in New York City, so majority of the instructors that I've had, other than my father and my grandfather, who taught me various forms of martial arts, when they felt that I've gotten all that they had to offer, they took me to other schools of martial arts, other disciplines, schools such as Toyka-Ryu under the great Grandmaster Moses Powell. They took me to Toyka-Ryu Jiu-Jitsu under the Grandmaster Little John Davis. Of course, I trained in Vietnamese Jiu-Jitsu, Vijitsu Te under Professor V. Like I said, I've trained in various forms of interpretations of Wing Chun, Tai Chi Chuan, Praying Mantis, Eagle Claw, Tiger Claw, Iron Palm, Chin Can Fist. Those arts right there I've learned from the late great Grandmaster Marvin Gatlin. I've also trained in Chinese Goju under the Black Dragon himself, Ron Van Cleef. Other arts that I've trained in were arts that my father had taught me, being that he was Special Forces, and he was also recruited by the Secret Service. He worked from the first George Bush all the way up to President Obama's second term. Then he retired. Like I said, it's 2025 right now, and my father passed away 8 years ago. I've also, trained in Salat, Kali, Jeet Kune Do. I've trained in Junfun Jeet Kune Do under different instructors, different interpretations. I've trained in various interpretations of Jeet Kune Do. One of my instructors in Jeet Kune Do was Dan Santos himself. I've trained from all different versions of Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, from Oakland, Seattle, Los Angeles. Non-classical Kung Fu under his first student and first assistant instructor, the late great Jesse Glover. I've also trained under Bruce Lee's last student, Ted Wong. So I have different interpretations of that art different expressions. I have created my own art after being advised to do so from Grandmaster Ronald Duncan and one of his students, Grandmaster Dan McEady, who I'm still training and studying under. I was told to create my own interpretation of the things that I have trained in. I went through many, many different names to call my system because my system was always evolving. The system that I teach now is a hypothetical system called Cipher Hands, which is the ancestral art of the elders. And I say it like that, and I call it that because based on all of the martial arts masters and grandmasters and experts that I've trained under, my grandfather, my father, and other masters who have made their transition and became ancestors, everything that I've learned from them is in Cipher Hands. I call it a hypothetical self-defense because everything is hypothetical. And that's what I call it. I give demonstrations, I give courses, I give seminars. I am considered in some circles an expert, in other circles a grandmaster. Those are titles to me. I have an 8th degree black belt under Grandmaster Dan McEady, who, like I said, trained under the late great Grandmaster Ronald Duncan. And that is as high as I'm going to go. I don't want to go any higher. In fact, to be honest with you, I really didn't want to go up to 8th degree, but I was advised to do so based on my skill and my talent, and who am I to argue with my instructor? So it is because of